What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's 9:17 a.m. today, and we're in the 2020 Honda Civic. Right now we're on the expressway, and we're heading to the dealership to get an oil change today. So I figured I'll bring you guys along, and we'll just hang out for a little bit, and we'll talk a little about this car. So this is a 2020 Honda Civic. Nothing too special. It's just kind of a base model, if you ask me. However, it does have some nice features. It has very comfortable seats, a lot of space, huge trunk. It gets pretty good gas mileage. Right now I'm averaging like 27.8. Let me get out of here. So you know, it's a very comfortable car to drive, and I'm sorry about the shaking. You guys are on a window mount, but I've driven this car for a couple days to work this week. I've driven it a little bit in the past, and it's been a pleasurable experience to drive this car. Now, I got this car for my girlfriend, and she's really enjoying driving this vehicle. It's been treating her extremely well. It has a lot of awesome features, such as lane mitigation. So like, it'll detect if you are, let's say, if you were to veer out of your lane on the expressway, it will, it'll stop you from doing so, and it'll correct you into your own lane again. Not only does it have that, it'll also prevent rear-end collisions. So if you get too close to someone, whether it be on the expressway or it be on any kind of city or town street or back road, whatever it may be, it'll actually, like, it'll flash up on the HUD and it'll tell you brake, okay? And then if you don't brake and you get any closer, if you get too close, the car will brake for you to prevent a rear-end collision. It'll do the same thing to prevent you hitting a person. So say somebody is intoxicated and they stumble out into the street in front of you, your car is going to stop and you're not going to hit that person. So really, it's a very, very innovative technology that Honda's put in this vehicle. The stereo is pretty good. It sounds decent. You have traction control. You have, let's see, what else do you got here? We have a lot of nice hand controls. We have Bluetooth, hands-free. This vehicle will actually drive itself, in a sense. You can turn on this feature. It's called LKAS. And what it'll do is your car will actually, it uses a camera that's up above the rear view mirror here. And it sees the road and detects the lines. And when it detects the lines of the road, it actually will drive the vehicle around corners on the expressway. Now, if the lines fade out really bad, sometimes it'll say, you know, steering required. So you just give it a little steering input, you know, you help it get back where it needs to go, and as soon as it picks up the lines again, boom, right back to self-driving. And you can throw cruise control on and it'll work. You can also set distance. So if you want to be relatively close to a vehicle, you can set it, and there's about 4 settings, or you can have it turned off where you control how close you get to the vehicles ahead of you or behind you. It's very, very nice technology in this vehicle. Has a lot of trunk space, a lot of legroom and headroom in the back seat. It's a very comfortable ride. The engine runs very well. It has a sport mode, it has an eco mode, and it also has another awesome technology. So, you know, we all go out, we get a burger somewhere, you know, we just get sick of holding the brakes, so we'll throw the car back in park, and then we have to put it back in drive, and, you know, it wears out your shift linkage over time, that wears out bushings, and, you know, it's just not good to constantly be putting the car in and out of gear. So, really, we have this technology. It's called brake hold. So if I press this button on the console here, it says brake hold on it, it's going to put a little thing up on the dash that says brake hold. And when it says brake hold, that means I can leave it in drive and let go of the brake and it'll stay stopped on its own. And if I tap the gas, it'll go forward, and if I let off, it'll brake again on its own because of brake hold. So that's really cool too. But we have arrived at the dealership, so I'm gonna go in and see if we can't get this thing an oil change and a car wash, because, well, this thing's dirty. It's got 5,100 miles on it already, so I'll check back in with you guys here shortly. Alright, so we just dropped the car off at the Honda dealership. I'm going to hang out here for probably about an hour. We're going to rotate the tires, get the oil changed, and actually I'm getting the car wash today too, which is kind of important. So the thing's a pig. I've been driving it a lot. It has about, like I said, 5,100 miles on it right now. But let's go walk the lot and see what we can find. Maybe there's some cool stuff lurking around here. Since we got an hour, might as well burn some time. Right, walking the lot, checking out some cars. I got obviously a lot of Hondas here, because you know it's a Honda dealership. But honestly, guys, I've come here for 2 cars, and both cars have been pretty good. The first one was the 2014 Chevy Spark. It was not the electric model. However, it was a very, very decent car for the time that I had it. Got totaled, unfortunately, but insurance paid that off, and then we came up here and put $1,000 down, got a 2020 Civic. So all in all, in the end, it all worked out pretty good, I think. But mainly Hondas on this lot. Mainly Hondas as far as the eye can see. A couple Acuras. Those are tied in the mix. There's a Jeep. I mean, they got a really, really, really long lot. So we're gonna keep walking, and if I find something cool, we'll pop back. So we actually found something. We got this friggin' bug-eye Subaru. It's an Impreza hatch. Pretty sweet. It's 5-speed, but it has some body damage. It has a dent in the front right quarter, and I mean, it's a really good looking car, but it's an as-is sale. I wonder what they're asking. Let's see. It's an 02. It doesn't say what they're asking yet, but I'd imagine it's going to be as-is, older car. They have a Ford Focus hatch right here, this green turd. Don't ever buy one of those, they're bad cars. And they got another Subaru sitting over here, right there in that lot there. Looks pretty good. It's a decent one. Let's go look at that. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be walking back here, to be honest, but I'm doing it. Let's see, this is a 2008 Outback. Automatic, but I think it has Tiptronic. I'll take another look, hold on. Yeah, it has Tiptronic, so I mean, it's okay. You got your Civic Sport right over here. So if you look, it has that center exhaust. I think that looks sweet. What I really want is a Type R. I want a Type R real bad. But one day, let's see what else we can find. I'll check back in soon. Okay, so I found a car that I think I have only ever seen one other time in my life. An Acura Vigor. check this thing out. Now, I don't think it's like the coolest car, obviously. Beats of shit. Rust, dents. It's an automatic. Has leather interior though. Very nice car, I guess. Ish. Yeah, it's very different. It's a very different car. But I thought it was kind of cool that we ran into that. But yeah, overall they got some pretty neat shit here. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't know. Thinking that I want your guys' opinion on this. What if we took a Honda Fit and swapped a Type R engine into it from the new Civic Type R? Give me your opinions in the comments down below. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. I mean, I think it would be a cool swap, but it'd be really expensive. Very expensive swap to do. What's this that I see in spot? Oh. It's a crowd killer. It's a crowd killer. It's a nice little lot though, for real. And they got a Volkswagen back there, which is super cool. They got my attention with that. I love me a good Volkswagen. Civic right now. Just got a fresh oil change. Tires are rotated. Let's see what else we got going on. They checked the brakes, checked all the suspension stuff. Obviously it's a new car, so it all checks out just fine. You know, it's sorry, UPS truck is going past. Everything checked out really good, so I'm happy about that, but obviously I expected that considering. However, the roads around where I live are absolute garbage, so you never know. Better safe than sorry. It's always the perk of having, you know, having a warranty or anything like that on a car. You take it to the dealership if anything goes wrong, you get yourself some paperwork worked out, and then they'll take care of you. Now, something that's really friggin' awesome about also going to a dealership for your service, you know you're going to get the right oil in your car, you know you're going to get the right spark plugs, you know, whatever it may be. Now, personally, on my vehicle, my Passat, I do my own servicing because it's 20 years old. Obviously, it's well outside of its warranty range, and that's okay. I expect that for an old car. That thing has more problems than I know what to do with sometimes, but, you know, at the end of the day, we'll get it figured out, and it's not that big of a deal. We'll get it all sorted out as we go, you know. So everything's good though. The car is solid. It says low tire pressure, so I don't know why it says that. I don't know which tire will be low. Let me see if I can relearn my system real quick. Settings. Come on, guys. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this real quick. I'll pull in here and relearn that system. Jesus fuck. I hate these parking lots here. For real. Can't stand them. They're so bad. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna throw the park here real quick. how it goes. If it tells me I have low tire pressure, I'll have to go have them put fucking air in the tires or something later, because these are nitrogen-filled tires. But I just think they might have filled them, and maybe they didn't relearn the system or something. So we'll see what's up. But yeah. So now at this point, we're heading home. I've got to go to work today at noon, and I get off around 8 o'clock tonight. So I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Please let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos. I'd love to do some more, car videos like this, where we just kind of hop in a car, we drive around a little bit, we talk about it, or we just go to do some interesting things like getting your oil changed, or, well, that's not very interesting, but just the fun little things where you're going to go run for parts, or whatever it may be that you have to do for your car. So I appreciate you guys watching today. Like I said, stay tuned for the next video. Should be out at least within a week minimum. So please let me know again if you guys like this. Start down in the comments. Who else here drives the 2020 Civic or any kind of Honda? Tell me what you like and dislike about yours. I'm trying to hear that stuff. Again, thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember to follow us on Instagram at B5Bomber_, and we'll see you guys in the next one.